Hey folks, I just want to give you a quick sort of tutorial on how to do a summary if you need it. I teach this a little bit differently. It's a really good method. So let's just go through this. Give me a few minutes to show you how to do a summary. And use this technique for when you write your summary of your hip hop therapy article, right? And then you're posting that for this week. So I'll do my example on our reading of Socially Conscious Hip Hop. You should do your summary of an article you choose under that list of articles that I give you for hip hop therapy. So I'm going to do this Socially Conscious Hip Hop that we've already read. So let me start. So first thing from a summary, you want to pull all of the main ideas from the different sections, right? You don't want to just sort of summarize the main ideas of the beginning of the article and then forget the rest of it. So I'm just going to go section by section. So first section, right, we've got hip-hop music, a brief history. So I pull the main idea from this section and I write it down. This section's a couple pages. The main idea, I wrote it down, is that hip-hop early rap was lighthearted. Then I go back, section 2, socially conscious hip-hop. I pull the main idea from that section. I use this little quote, bleaker, hip-hop turns bleaker, 80s Reagan. That's right, the main sort of fact I want to latch onto. Then we have section 3, which is about gangster rap versus socially conscious rap. So I write that down, main idea, right? What is gangster rap? Section 4, and then lastly, I want the main ideas from this last section of what is socially conscious rap. That's where it really defines socially conscious rap at the end. So I've got 5 sections. So I pull the main ideas out, right? Put those in a couple words or a phrase. And then what you do is you write those words down, those phrases down, right? If you have some quotes there. What you want to do now is translate those ideas into your own words. So I'm going to cross out lighthearted, right? That's a quote from this article. So what does that mean, lighthearted? So early rap, right? Coming out during late 70s, right, in South Bronx. It was more sort of for entertainment, right? It was sort of like indoor and outdoor party music, if I'm understanding this article correctly. So that's what it means by it was more lighthearted, right? It was more celebratory. My spelling sucks. Celebratory. Yeah, that's what it means by lighthearted. It was more celebratory. It sort of lacked more sort of direct political content. Okay, so right, I crossed that out. Lighthearted, put that in my own words. Then, according to our author Harry, rap gets bleaker during Reaganism in the 80s. So I want to cross out bleaker, right? Put that in my own words. So what does that mean? Bleaker, rap becomes more sort of weighted by the oppression of its time and feels the need to engage, right? Criminal injustice system, police brutality, all of these issues, homelessness, right? It starts feeling weighed down by it. So it starts responding to these issues, right? It's responding to these things. So it's, less celebratory, less easygoing, easygoing. Okay, so, right, got that. And this comes of age, right, during Reaganism. And so I want to put Reaganism in my own words, right? What is Reaganism? It's a, socially conservative time, right? A socially conservative time. And There was a lot of over punishment in the criminal justice system. Really heavy sentences for minor drug infractions, right? And that was definitely slated against people of color. So there was a lot of racial inequity in the criminal justice system. Yeah, so I put Reaganism in my own words. Gangster rap versus socially conscious rap, right? What is that in my own words? Well, gangster rap it can be a more aggressive, right, in its response to, right, American oppression. It's definitely more direct, right? It takes on police brutality head on, right, through sort of violent imagery, versus socially conscious rap, which is a little more softer. It doesn't use this violent imagery or violent lyrics that gangster rap does. But gangster rap, right? It gets blamed, right? This is part of the definition, right? Spelling it out in my own words, right? Gangster rap gets blamed for American violence, right? But that's not true. Gangster rap, right, did not make, right, violence and sexism in our country, right? But gangster rap is blamed for it. But really, gangster rap is just expressing or reflecting, right, these social problems. It's not making them, it's not generating them, it's just reflecting them. But it gets blamed. And it gets blamed in a way that TV doesn't anymore, right? There's so much violence and sex on TV, but gangster rap, right, gets all the blame, and TV doesn't. And then socially conscious rap, right? It has the same sort of political themes, right, that gangster rap has, but it takes a different approach, right? My own words, right? It takes a different approach to addressing these political themes, right? It's more about personal reflection and responsibility, more about a call to action, right? Get politically involved, right? Organize, right? It's sort of like a power politics. So, right, if hip hop is sort of a response to oppression, socially conscious rap has a sort of non-violent, sort of Martin Luther King approach, right? This is all my own words, approach to dealing with American racial and social injustice, right? Versus gangster rap, which has, at least through its lyrics and its imagery, sort of a more direct and sort of angry approach sometimes, right? I don't want to stereotype all of gangster rap as being one type. There's a lot of differences, but overall, right? And that's what Harry is saying, right? Okay, so right, I put this all in my own words. So the last thing I need is, right, going to put it all together. So your summary should start with your source, right? Where is this coming from? So I would say, according to Todd Cameron Harry, who is he? Right, he's a communications scholar, communication critic. He's writing this article, Socially Conscious Hip Hop, Empathy and Attitude. And in this article, right, what does he do? He outlines, right, give a strong verb. He outlines a history of rap, an early history of rap. He says it was, he defines it as early rap to the late 70s was more for entertainment. It was more indoor, outdoor party music. It was more celebratory, and it lacked more direct political content, right, according to Hari, right? And that's a great way to do it, is just say, according to your critic, right? So according to Hari, in his article, blank, 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 right, he defines the early history of rap that way. Hari explores the development of rap through 80s Reaganism, where rap becomes more weighted by the impression of its time and feels the need to engage and and responding in a less easygoing age during Reaganism, which was a socially conservative time. There was an overpunishment in the criminal justice system. There were extremely draconian and heavy sentences, right? According to Harry, gangster rap is seen as more aggressive in its response to oppression, right? And it often gets too much blame for American violence when gangster rap doesn't cause sexism, it doesn't cause homophobia, but it does reflect it, right? And it gets blamed in a way that TV doesn't get blamed as much anymore. And socially conscious rap, it's a different approach to addressing these oppressions. It takes more of a personal reflection and responsibility. It's more about a call to action, right? Socially conscious rap wants you to get more politically involved and organize. And it takes a nonviolent, sort of Martin Luther King-inspired approach to dealing with American racial and social injustice system, right? Versus gangster rap, which is also very political, and it has political themes, but it doesn't have sort of that nonviolent approach, right? So they have slightly different approaches. So as you can see, my summary hits all of the main sections of this article. So I've summarized all of the main essential ideas, right? And I've put them all into my own words, right? I crossed out anything that was a quote from the article, and I just put it in my own words. So folks, that's how you do a summary. Write down very small phrases or just key words. Translate those key phrases into your own words, your own understanding, right? What is Reaganism? My understanding of Reaganism is it's a socially conservative political movement, right? I say that. That's what it is. Those are my own words. And then you put it all together, right? So now I would just put this into a nice little paragraph, and that is your homework for this week. Okay. Any questions, please just email me. My office hours are always Tuesday and Friday afternoon, 12 to 1, or anytime, just let me know. Thank you.